Hello and welcome to Wellywood Wargaming. My name is Damon, and in this video I'll be giving you a bite-sized chunk of one of the hangers-on in the game of Necromunda. There are many of them, so do bear with me as I get through them all. We're now in D's with the Domerunner. Before I get started though, please do like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon as well if you'd like to support me further. So the Domerunner is probably one of the most iconic hangers-on in the game so far. It's got a model from Forge World, which is quite nice actually. I have to say I've got this model with a little skull mask, a really dynamic pose with the knife and the stub gun. It's a nice looking miniature. It's quite old, you know, it's been out for quite a while now, but you can still get that on the Forge World website, and I do recommend you getting one. It's just a nice miniature to have, even if you don't, in fact, use it as a Domerunner. Personally, I haven't ever used it as a Domerunner, other than one of the scenarios, which actually uses a Domerunner as one of the sort of objectives. The Domerunner itself in the rules isn't particularly amazing, but like I said, it's quite a sort of iconic sort of name. Domerunner just sounds really cool. I've named a couple of some special sort of custom scenarios, Dome Running Man and stuff like that. And there is even a podcast, a fellow podcast called Dome Runners as well. Shout out to you, by the way. And yeah, the Domerunner, decent miniature. I would use it possibly as just a scummer. In a gang, but you could totally use it as what it is in the game. You can find the rules for the Domerunner, I believe, in every single House of book so far. I think the rules are sort of replicated and everything because it's probably one of the most generic hangers-on that you can get. Similar to your ammo jacks and your rogue docs, things like that. The Domerunner, you can only have one of them in your gang, and they are 20 credits to buy as well. The stats are as follows: movement 5, weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 5, strength and toughness 3, wounds 1, initiative 3+, and attacks 1. So not particularly great. The mental stats are leadership 10+, cool 9+, willpower 7+, and intelligence 8+. So absolutely dog shit on the stats there, but that's kind of not the point. Skills baked into the Domerunner. Again, this is just for fluff really. It's not a great skill, but lie low. Lie low just to sort of jog your memory. I believe if you're prone and in long range, you can't be targeted at all. It's not a very good skill. Again, this guy's only 20 credits though, so it is what it is. For weapons, we get either a las pistol or a subgun, and either a fighting knife and an axe. The model, I believe, has a stub gun and a knife. Personally, I would go for the las pistol and the axe, but again, it is what it is. Now, the reason why you're going to get a Domerunner is for the special rule here, which is called Scout Ahead. Whenever a fighter from a gang with a Domerunner opens a loot casket, they may choose to re-roll the d6 to determine the contents. However, they must accept the result of the re-roll, even if it's worse. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice to have, but I mean, are you really going to be going out of your way to open loot caskets all the time? I suppose you probably would have more incentive to do it if you did have a Domerunner, but I just feel like, similar to some of the other hangers-on in the game, this one is taking up one of your sort of slots for a hanger-on that you might as well use for a better hanger-on, I suppose. So it's fluffy, it's fun, it's useful, I suppose. It's nice to have that reroll on opening caskets and stuff, but I have to say from experience, when I play Necromunda, I'm not really bothering about caskets like 9 times out of 10. Like if there's one near me, I'll go for it, but I'm quite happy to take the number that I roll on the first sort of instance anyway, even if it's a bad one. I just don't think this is personally worth it for me, but please do let me know what you think of the Domerunner. Have you used them in your games? I'm sure lots of people have, because the miniature is really nice and it's just a nice excuse to get it on the table. But yeah, personally for me, I use it as a scummer. The model as a proxy for a scummer, and that's about it really. So anyway, that's it for the Domerunner. I'll be back with another video real soon. Peace out.